Hi guys, my name is Chrissy Brzicki. I'm an executive producer with Survivor, and I have the honor of getting to interview the host of Survivor at IU, Sam Gible Cohen.
Yeah, thanks for
Gible, yeah, we're super excited to have you.
thanks for having me. I've been a very busy schedule. I've been flying across the country for the last couple weeks, even outside the country, and really, it's just been fantastic getting to work with my team to put together such an amazing season. And we're really excited for what's going to turn out this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, let's just jump right into it. I'm really excited to see this culmination of, this will be season six, so you've had 5 seasons. What are some things that you're really excited for us, the viewers, to see coming this weekend?
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of different elements that go into this game. A culmination, as you said, 5 different seasons that have been hosted before this, but people don't count. There are 10 other seasons. This is the 15th season that we've hosted here at LRG Indiana. So really just people who you might have seen on your screens, people you might have met in person, people you might have heard about. There's going to be a lot of fun coming from that. Along with that, our production team has had more fun than ever coming up with the twists, coming up with the challenges, coming up with the game design. There's stuff that we've never seen us do, and there's some stuff that we've never even heard of people do across what is it? I think we're on 7 or 8 years of org and LRG experience that I've had personally. I'm coming up with new stuff. I surprise myself sometimes, and I'm hoping that it's going to be able to surprise the viewers at home and most importantly, the players this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I love all this new stuff. I think that's a great thing to bring some new energy into the show. But this is All Stars, kind of looking at all this. What kind of elements are you thinking of drawing from the past seasons that you've played or that you've hosted and bringing that into this game as well?
Yeah. I took a chess class once in middle school, and they said you learn more from losing than you do from winning. And every time I finish a season, the first thing I do is I pull up a Google Doc and I start writing down everything I can improve. And there hasn't been a season that's been perfect yet. And the reality is there never will be. I like to improve upon my hosting style. We change up our casting style every season. We change up how things work, whether it's a production level or a contestant level, or even when we're trying to make these YouTube series, we learn and we grow and we try to improve every chance we can. Really, for this season, we wanted to pick out people who we know have more fight in them, more story to tell, and they are going to put it all out there on the battlefield. Because reality is, for a lot of these people, it's the last chance that they're going to have to play our series, and we want to make sure that it's going to be a fantastic one for them.
Hmm. No, that sounds great. I'm really excited to see some of the players that you've brought in for this. Um, Thinking about, Survivor is currently doing 50 in the hands of the fans. It's kind of an all-star season on its own, and you're lining up with that. What kind of things have you seen in the show Jeff do, and how are you kind of looking at season 50 going on and drawing from that for inspiration?
Yeah. As I talked, I love feedback, and I think Survivor 50, more than any other season that I've seen live, has had a lot of feedback from the community on what Jeff is doing right, what twists work, and what don't. And we're trying to take that advice and implement it in our design. We've seen a lot of people react negatively to some of the more twisty things, and we've seen some of them go super well. As for the specific game design, I feel like there is a general vibe that I've been getting, and I've been messaging some of my friends who I know aren't going to be on the season, getting some solid advice on what they think about what we're doing here. And we've tweaked it. We've gone through a lot of different iterations of what you're going to see on Saturday, and we're hoping that the best one is going to come out there.
So, should we expect any like Fernando Mendoza boomerang idols?
Well, I think the only way to understand is really to get out there and see what's going to happen. I'd hate to spoil anything fantastic, but I will say there's at least one big piece of inspiration that you're going to see on this weekend
I'm
from Survivor
excited to
50.
see it. Okay. I'm really hoping that we get like a Kurt Signetti 30-minute feature, spearfishing maybe.
Anything could happen. There's a nice lake a couple minutes away. Maybe we'll get some last breath in there, and the winning tribe can get some pizza from Pizza X.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, gorgeous views behind you too, so I'm
Of
expecting to
course.
see that scenery as well. Um,
Yeah.
so thinking about kind of the future of the club, All Stars is usually a last swan song kind of season. Um, are you thinking of, how is this going to impact what expectations I'm setting people up for? Because I think there's a lot of hype behind this season.
Yeah, I will say certainly for us, this is not the last game we're going to host. This might
Okay.
not even be the last game of the semester. I still got two more in me, and I'm sure we're going to do everything we can to make sure this club continues. Even 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, I want this to be a dynasty. I think that people might think this is the end of the era. It probably is the end of an era, but we're still moving forward. We're going to make an awesome era. We're going to take everything we learned from this and improve upon it. And I guarantee you, season 6 is going to be awesome. Season 7, 10 times better, hopefully.
Great. I'm really excited. Um, okay. So I don't want to get too specifics, but give me 3 words. When you're thinking about season 6 All-Stars, what 3 words come to mind?
For me, legacy, legacy, legacy. These people, I told you, they want to be icons. They want to improve. They want to show they are here. I've interviewed pretty much everyone on the cast, and they are all out for blood. They want to win. They want to prove it all. And some of these people who might have had success in the past, they're preparing themselves for failure, but they're preparing themselves to win as well. They are not coming here to get 20th, 25th, 10th. They are here for first. And I think we're going to see a lot of really impactful, really empowered, and really passionate players this weekend.
Great. I think it's going to be an amazing show. Um, I don't want to look too much on the past because we're in the present now, but what are some of your favorite moments as the host that you're kind of hoping to recapture from previous seasons?
Yeah. One of the things to me is there's so many moments in Survivor that can be iconic, can be impactful, can be so passionate. And when I think back about them, they're never manufactured. They come from these real human moments, these real human connections that people make. Even though we're a 1 or 2 day Survivor LARPing group, people still have a lot of real emotions and make lifetime friends through this game. When I think about iconic moments from our series, I think of the most emotional ones. I think of the final tribal in season 1. I think of the cup stacking fire making in season 2. I think of the heroic victory from the Kalubra tribe at the end of the first day. There's a lot of these very emotional moments that we don't ever sit down and go, what is going to make you cry? What are we trying? We don't manufacture them. We just want these human moments. And while there is a game being played, there's a story to be told, and we want to tell these stories.
Exciting stuff. You've said that this is, somewhat of the biggest season you've ever done. Without giving too much away, can you kind of clue us into that?
Yeah. This is the largest production team we have ever had for any game. I think we have upwards of 35 people who are going to be helping out. We've had upwards of 80 people who we've consulted with from seasons past, whether it be previous players, people from the community, people who've been on real game shows. We're trying to do everything we can to QA test and really put our finger on the pulse of what is going to work and how we can design this game to be awesome. Other big stats, I mean, we're bringing back people from amazing seasons. It's probably not, I mean, no spoilers. It won't be as big as the 39-player Gible games, but what we can't make up for in number of players, we're going to make up for passion and drive in these contestants.
All right. I'm excited to see. Um, I think that's all I have for you today. Uh, I just can't wait to see what you do, what you accomplish. Any final words for the viewers?
I think if people are watching this right now and you're not hype, get hype. This season is going to be bigger than ever. It's going to be better than ever. It's going to be flashier. It's going to be more powerful. And this is all before it's going on. I'm sure I'll have a lot more things to say about it afterwards. If you're watching this, stay tuned. Get ready for an awesome season. Of
Thank you so much, Gible. We cannot wait for All Stars.
course.